Hey, what's up everybody? Today we're doing a very special pepper, and I've talked about these quite a bit over the last year or so in the pepper lovers community. They are called red cherry hot or cherry red hot peppers. Some people may call them cherry bombs. There's a whole discussion we could have about the different kinds of peppers that are getting called cherry bombs these days. So these ones grow upright on the plant. These are a little bit large for the phenotype, but I'm very excited to try these out. They're my very favorite pepper. They're not terribly spicy, probably around jalapeno level. They've got thick walls, and so yeah, let's go outside and have a look at the plant, and then we'll cut one open. Okay, guys. Here are my cherry bomb plants. So the package was actually labeled red cherry hot peppers, and I've begun calling them cherry bombs because of numerous other people calling them the same thing. So it seems to me that there are actually a few different varieties of pepper that get called cherry bombs. I guess for the rest of this review I will try to refer to them as red cherry hots. So they're kind of small plants, and the leaves are not especially large or not especially small. They're kind of in between. Some of these have been topped, some of them have not. There isn't a whole lot of difference between the two. I do generally find that the ones that are not topped, like this one for example, seem to do the best, seem to produce the most, get the largest, and so on, which is different from a lot of other peppers. A lot of other peppers like to be topped and they get bushy and big and so on and so forth. Not so much with these cherry bombs. So what else can I tell you about this? These are growing in the same medium as pretty much everything else I've got. It's a mixture of peat moss, the local sandy clay, vermiculite, and a little bit of compost. It's a vegetable compost that I bought in bags. And I've amended the soil with some vegetable fertilizer. I believe the ratio is something like 7 to 4, something like that. And it's compost derived. So let's we're gonna pick two of them, I guess. So we've got the one red one in here. They're quite large compared to how they normally grow. This year they seemed quite a bit bigger than previous years. So let's go ahead and see if we can pop this off here without destroying the plant, because the peppers seem oversized relative to the plant. Yeah, I took a little more off than I intended to there. Looks like some discoloration. I'm not sure what that's from exactly. It doesn't seem to have any texture. Could be just related to the way it ripened. So we'll put that down. And I had another nice red one in here. Let's see. There we go. And I'm going to be a little more careful, hopefully. So I just went digging around in my shed and found some snips. So we'll get in here. We'll just snip that off there maybe. So there we go. There are our two red hot cherry peppers. These are my favorite peppers, and I will be saving the seeds from these. I still have quite a few seeds for these peppers. Anyway, so yeah, these are small plants. Let's see if I'll take a bit of an overview of my garden. They are quite small plants. So if you are looking for something that is a prolific producer, these are probably not those. But in the past, I've found these to be by far among the tastiest peppers I've ever grown. They're typically about the same heat as a jalapeno, and they've got a lot of flavor. They don't taste like jalapenos at all. So let's go inside and cut these open, or at least one of them, and have some peppers. Alright, so here you are with the 2 cherry bombs that I just picked. And this one's got some interesting coloration. I'm not sure exactly what caused that. It seems firm. There's no physical deformity or anything there, so that's kind of interesting. So I'm just going to go ahead and say that that's probably nothing. Let's cut it open and find out. So there's quite a lot of seeds in there. A few more than the ones I had last year, so I'm not sure what that's all about. But I don't mind really, because I like these peppers so much, and you kind of have to grow a lot of plants. As you saw, they were kind of small and they didn't produce a whole lot. But I really like them, so next year I'll probably be planting quite a few more and a fewer varieties. So let's give this a quick smell. It smells maybe a little sweet. It doesn't smell terribly spicy. It's got a little bit of that, characteristic pepper smell, maybe a little bit of that bell pepper smell, if you know what I mean. So yeah, not a whole lot else to say. What I'll do is I'll remove the seeds, and I'll be doing the taste test without the seeds, because I don't ever plan on eating these with seeds. I'll try my best to leave the placental material inside the pepper, so that I'm getting the full amount of heat. All the capsaicin and oils are forming inside there, so that's where all the heat should be, or at least the vast majority. And so I'll try to leave the placental material in one half and give that a try. I might save the other half for my wife to try, because she loves these peppers too. Okay guys, I'm here with my wife Rochelle. She decided that she wanted to participate in our pepper review. She loves these cherry bomb peppers as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and take the seeds out. Do you want me to leave the placental material in there, or do you want to?
I will have exactly the same as you were having, because then they will get 2 reactions to the same pepper. 2 for the price of 1.
Because I've been building up a bit of a tolerance over the last little while, and so maybe, since you haven't, maybe it'll seem spicier to you than it does to me.
It might. I might lose my marbles. We'll see.
That wouldn't be good. There's quite a few seeds in here, so some of them are going to get left behind. I'm collecting the seeds because I do plan on growing more of these, and I plan on sharing them, so I want lots. There's one half. I'll let you.
Can you eat in half each?
Why not?
Okay, we're doing it.
All right. I mean, you've seen me do the other.
Do you remember how spicy it is?
It's about the same as a jalapeno. It's not too bad.
Okay, it shouldn't be too bad.
I mean, it'll probably make you sweat a little bit, I'm thinking. That's about it.
So are we doing it all in one bite? Is it like...
You can do it however you like, to be honest.
We could do half and say chubby bunny, and then do the other half. I'm just kidding.
No, not like with marshmallows. For anybody who don't know what my wife is talking about, it's this silly kids game that we play. Well, they play when we're camping with marshmallows. You stuff a marshmallow in your mouth, and then you say chubby bunny, and then
another marshmallow,
and then you stuff another marshmallow in your mouth, and you keep doing that until you can no longer stick marshmallows in your mouth. I think my kids are bananas. Anyway, I'll ladies first. I will let you choose. So here, just maybe show the camera. I don't know if you can see.
I'll take the smaller one. You have a bigger mouth.
What are you trying to say?
You can handle more spice. So this one looks smaller. I'll take this one.
There's a couple seed stuff on there still.
Okay.
Here. Oh, let's just place it in the material. I get to eat that. All right. Without further ado, here we go. super juicy. I mean, it exploded with juice. I would say easily more juicy than the average bell pepper.
Instant heat. But it's like a red pepper, red bell pepper, like sweet, but spicy. Ooh.
Well, I mean, compared to the other peppers that I've eaten, this is the mildest one out of all the reviews I've done so far. So that would be Cascabella, the Black Hungarian. I did the
Now it really
carrot pepper.
attacks the front of your tongue.
Yeah, so all the heat is centered in the front. There's a little bit in my back of my throat, but very small amount.
Yeah, almost none everywhere else. Just it's really attacking the front of your tongue.
So pretty hot for you, is what you're saying.
Oh.
This is nothing compared to the carrot pepper that I had. Was it 2 days ago?
Oh, yeah.
The funny thing about the carrot pepper was that the heat grew. It grew to the point where I thought it was settling down, and off camera, I ended up having to have ice cream because it was so hot. And I mean, I am not super tolerant of peppers, so keep that in mind. I ended up grading it somewhere around a cayenne pepper, maybe slightly hotter. This one, I would put at milder than the average jalapeno. You could easily stuff these with cheese, which is one of the things we do. You can cut them in half or just cut the top, remove the seeds and the placenta material, stuff them with cheese. We do cream cheese with garlic and onions. There's a huge wide variety that you could go with these. And then you can throw them on the grill, barbecue, and just heat them up. The walls are very thick, very, very juicy, so they don't do very well for drying. And but if you want to make a salsa, this would be spectacular for a salsa.
It's actually gums too.
So you're finding it a lot hotter than I am. I would suspect that much hotter than this, and it's probably not for you, hey? But they are so juicy and so sweet. And
oh, it's tasty, but instant heat. Instant heat. Oh.
So if you were to do this pepper again, you would like to have what, a glass of milk with you? That's I find that funny. So this is a good idea, doing these double reviews, because there are a lot of folks out there who are not seasoned pepper eaters, and a lot of the folks that we have on our community, we eat peppers, a lot of different peppers. We taste test all the things that we have in our gardens, and a lot of times it's always it's a race to get a hotter pepper, and I have a different sort of philosophy. I'm looking to get peppers that we like to eat all the time. So my dad does not like a lot of heat, so he would probably find these about hot like you, so probably a little bit too hot to eat like we just did. Whereas for me, I could eat them like that as a snack.
But these are so good in your pepper sauce with the pineapple and everything.
Yeah, so
that's why we like this one so much.
One of the things I make is just a simple pineapple pepper sauce. I use a couple of these, depending on how hot I want to make it. I'll add more, and red bell pepper mostly for color, a little bit for that peppery sort of flavor, a little bit of vinegar, a little bit of sugar. And that's it in the blended sauce. And then I cook it, and I'll add a little bit of pectin to it. The pectin makes it so that it sticks to your food, and then you put that on it like everything. It is
so
delicious.
Good on chicken. Popcorn chicken is the best.
Yeah,
with that.
Yeah. Fantastic. So yeah.
Nose is running.
So well, I mean, you're a redhead, fair skin. They say that redhead, fair skin are more sensitive to a lot of different things, so maybe that's one of the cases we have here. So I guess
it is like it's dying down now.
Yeah.
Like it's different.
Yeah, I've still got a little bit of heat in my mouth too. Like there's a little tiny bit on my gums, a little tiny bit on the inside of my lips, but yeah, quite mild. Super juicy, sweet, a little bit like, imagine a bit of a spicy-ish bell pepper. Thick walls, plenty of seeds, so great for propagating if you want to have more seeds the following year, or more plants, sorry, the following year. The big downside to this particular pepper is that the plants stay fairly small. Doesn't seem to matter whether I top them or not, and they only grow a handful of pods per plant.
Not a big producer.
Not a big producer.
But they're very yummy.
They're very yummy. And obviously, if anybody out there has advice as to how to get this particular variety to produce more, I'd love to hear it. So, yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching.